Hello users and welcome to the Rock X block, which is featuring every single rock. And for whatever reason, I just want to say I don't like how even though they changed up the little menu here, I still can't use L2 for select R. It makes me upset. So I just want that to be stipulated for the record. Alright, so this is Rockman X, also known as Mega Man X in certain regions. I'm playing on the Legacy X collection for PC. I would normally play on X collection, but I don't feel like it right now, so I'm not. And I've got cold fingers, so I just want to be upfront about that. Blarg. I haven't played this one in a while. If you were to search my channel for Mega Man X videos, whenever the latest one is, would be the last time I played this, I think. Mega Man X is definitely my least favorite of the entire series, except for maybe X8. X8's just more interesting though, to be honest. This one just frustrates me. Oh, that was almost a disaster. Yeah, one thing about this version is the lag. It's very confusing because Mega Man X Collection for PS2 does not have lag in it. I'll grab that just to be safe. I'm kind of a cringer. And that was released in what, like 2005, I think, for PlayStation 2. Yet, for whatever reason, a PC port of the game released in 2018 that, for whatever reason, has lag. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, it's an emulator. It's emulating the lag of the original game. Well, if you were to think that, you'd be wrong, because the actual lag levels are much higher in the original games than they are in this version. So it's just some stupid cringe shit. It really pisses me off. I'm an angry gamer. But yeah, I gotta warm up here. Grab me? Grab me? Grab me? God, I love that. Mega Man is just like, help me! And then the best character in the series comes in. My man, Zero. God, he's so cool. He's so fucking cool. This isn't my cup, by the way. God, look how cool he is. One thing I love about Mega Man X is the kind of the atmosphere of this game, I guess I should say, is really good. Fun fact, if you hold start during these little screens, you save about a second or so on each of them. But yeah, the atmosphere is really good. It's a good series starter, atmosphere-wise. My one thing that I can't stand about this game is the game is so boring. And I present my reasoning in the fact that the dash is not really a staple upgrade in the first 8 stages, because theoretically you can do Chill Penguin last, so you don't need dash for any of the levels, and it's really boring that way. And I don't like how dash is not in the intro stage. Instead, it's in Chill Penguin stage, which just, I don't like it. Now, again, you can just do Chill Penguin stage first, and it's just like, okay, just do it first, dumb fuck. And it's like, I don't know, I just don't like the idea of that. And I say this because I'm triggered that when I first played the game, I did not know that. So, I remember going through Sting Chameleon stage with no dash boots thinking, holy shit. That's what I was thinking. I was like fucking 4 years old, but that was still what I was thinking. I was just couldn't believe myself at the level design. But yeah, so we have dash boots. Alright, so dash boots. If you're coming right off the hot presses of the rock block, you know, you're probably thinking, whoa, that's not a slide. I don't see any sliding. Those are the dash boots. And dashing is what makes Mega Man X a lot cooler than Mega Man. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love Mega Man X. It's just my least favorite in the series. And I can excuse that with the fact that it's the first game in the series. I give Mega Man X8 a little less leeway because of that. The game is still terrible and it's supposed to be the newest. Defies all logic. But here we get the first boss. This is Chill Penguin. So little fun facts about this game is when you shoot a charge shot on this guy, it does a lot of damage. However, if you were to do a dash shot like that, it does 2 points of damage. Pretty cool. It works like that on every boss. However, every boss is not specifically vulnerable to fully charged shots like Chill Penguin is. Chill Penguin is vulnerable to the fully charged shot, and that does 3 damage. However, other bosses aren't quite. So, and for other bosses, the dash shot is actually the superior way of shooting at them, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I get a little nervous on Chill Penguin. One time I was doing a race on Speedruns Live, fucking like 5-6 years ago, and I died on Chill Penguin, and then I got really embarrassed. And every time I fight Chill Penguin, I retain that embarrassment. It's just, I feel it coming back. It's like, oh no, don't die. Needless to say, I did not win the race. I'm pretty sure I quit. But, that's in the past now. That was a long time ago. I'm a better person. So this is Boomer Kuwanger. The one thing I do love about this stage is how vertical it is. It really showcases the new ability of the wall kick, and that's one thing I really do like about this game, is they kind of have really good areas made to showcase all the new abilities compared to the original games. My only problem is, again, the dash boots. I feel like it's a big missed opportunity. I hate these turtles. Okay. I got some health. The game had mercy on me. So yeah, this is a lift. These fuckers are a little annoying. There's some cool trick you can do here, but I don't know how to do it. So, if you were watching a better video game player, you'd be getting some better commentary and gameplay, but I'm afraid that is not the case here. You come here for the imaginative, extremely esoteric commentative experience, which no other video game player of this game can provide. So, and in essence, this is the best gameplay commentary. Little fun fact there. You can just blow up what's above you on the ladder. Personally, I think that's pretty cool. One of my favorite little neat fun facts there. Okay. Oh, wow. Having mercy on me with the health. Now I don't have to be too scared about the boss. Doing the hold down a charge and then... Sorry. The hold down a charge and then using jump is kind of hard with cold fingers. Hopefully I warm up a bit before the end of the run. So this guy, as well as Chill Penguin, is vulnerable to the fully charged shot. So that's what you want to kind of use as much as possible. I hate when he teleports because it's annoying. There's like a way to understand how he's going to teleport, but again, I'm not that good at this game. But I'm just going to say I haven't died yet. And Boomer Kuwanger, let's just say, I die there a lot, and I'm not proud of it. I know. It's embarrassing. I understand. It's not like, you know, I'm not like parading the fact that I'm doing this, but, you know, it's evident in the fact that this is the 8th time that I've been playing Mega Man X today, and I've reset the game every single time I've died there just to protect myself from I haven't done that, actually. Or have I? That's the thing, you'll never know. You'll never fucking know. But think about this. Would I really care about that? No, of course I wouldn't. So I'm going to get the body armor. Now you might be wondering why. And if you're wondering why, I mean, honestly, you're a silly person. The answer is because I'm garbage. For a speedrun, this takes quite a while to get. As you can see, I gotta fight a whole boss. But the reason I do it is because it halves the amount of damage I take for the rest of the game. And as previously established, I'm not good at this game. So anything I can get. Yo, I got the toe. This is like a frame perfect. It's one of the hardest tricks you can do in the game is you get your toe on the capsule, so you don't need to jump up. All you need to do is dash or move right. It's extraordinarily. Again, even though I'm losing 40 seconds because of the boss fight there, I'm still saving all that time back from getting the toe capsule. It really is just that good. Because what it does is it's indicative of the fact that I'm really good at this game, and thus, I'm not saving the time there, but I'm going to save the time later from just being so gosh darn good at this game. It's just kind of like, you know, it's like an omen, but instead of a bad omen, it's a good omen. I'm going to get that just in case. Just some insurance, you know? Hell yes. So one thing about this game is that the weapon energies, if they drop, compared to Mega Man and not Mega Man X, it'll just go to whatever you have the lowest amount of weapon energy in, weapon-wise. So you don't need to do the whole like flip-flop back and forth to certain things to like confusingly figure out which weapon you need. You can just get the weapon energy. Alright. I should have enough for this guy. You want to kind of ideally have just enough from the boss fight. And I'm pretty sure I have a little bit more than enough. Alright, cool. There you go. Again, so far, I have yet to die. So yeah, a little bit of story since I skipped the opening for this game is basically Mega Man X takes place 100-ish years or so after Mega Man, and Dr. Light created Mega Man X. And it's not Mega Man, or it could be like a version of Mega Man that was modified. No one knows, your memory is wiped. And basically, what's his name? Dr. Kane, who's like a modern day version of Dr. Light. He's like some good guy trying to save the day, basically. He finds and uncovers the kind of capsule that has Mega Man X in it, and opens it up, and then now he's a good guy. I'm gonna get the heart over here, because I was gonna say because I'm bad, but I'm pretty sure that I did not need to finish that sentence given what transpired on the screen. Yeah, that's a little better. A little safer. Yeah, again, I haven't played this game in a while. I want to make sure I've got a good insurance policy. The good thing I love about Mega Man X is really the kind of upgrade system is a lot cooler than in Mega Man. There's more stuff everywhere. Like, you don't just have E-tanks, you know, you have in this game sub-tanks, and they're refillable, and that's just cool as hell. And then you have, like, the armor parts, and then you've got, like, the heart tanks that give you more health. It's just a really cool system. It's utilized more interestingly in later games, especially in X5 and X6, where you get multiple armor parts that you can build, or multiple armors, rather, that have, like, very interesting effects and uses. Which I'm definitely a fan of. Oh, whoops. God, the interesting thing about this port is that it really does just lag in very confusing ways. Right there, you don't need to jump. No matter what, you'll always, as long as you're holding right, you'll always land on that platform, but it looks super risky, and it scares me half to death every time. But up until this moment, I have not died there, so I don't feel, like, worried about it. RNG with this guy's kind of... Okay, so I'm getting the dives, which basically, instead of being able to do click, 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 it makes me go click, click, you know, it just takes longer. I only got one dive, which is actually pretty good when you really, you know, when you really sit back and you kind of like analyze, you know, with your brain, was that good? The answer would probably roundabout, you know, it would be yes, it was good. It was good. I don't want to brag. I don't, because it wasn't my fault. It was the game just gifting me with RNG. I'm not a braggart. A braggart, you know, I don't brag. But I mean, I think I should brag for that one. Also, I'm playing the Japanese version because it has faster text boxes. In case you're wondering. Some of the games are faster when you play the Japanese versions. The fastest version overall is still the lagless version. But I don't feel like digging that out, and it doesn't really matter because, you know, I'm shit regardless. I'm getting the sub-tank over here because I want it. I feel scared without it. I'm probably not going to need all these extra items, but it's one of those things where it's like better safe than sorry. And then it's also like, I'm showcasing you. It's like a walkthrough. I'm like walking you through, showing you where all the most efficient items are, you know? This is more like a walkthrough than a speedrun. This is like me kind of like, oh, hey, you want to replay Mega Man X, but you don't want it to take like 15 hours, you know? You want to relive your childhood, but in like a normal amount of time that doesn't require any like practice or anything? Just watch this video first. And then you won't need to play the game again, so I'll save you even more time. Because I'm playing, like, so poorly, but, like, also not that poorly to the point where it takes so long. Because if you were to play, let's be honest, if you were to play this game again, it'd take you a while. Like, I don't want to be mean here, but we both know you're garbage, right? But, like, you don't want to watch someone speedrun it, because then it's like, oh, they're cheating, you know, they're using the game glitches, they're cheating and being a bitch. Whereas, you know, with me, you're gonna get, like, very great gameplay with no cheating. It's just, you're not gonna cheat. You're not a cheater, why should you settle? God. Woo! I love this guy, he's cool. I saved time there. See, that's how good I am. I go for both of the items that I don't need, and I still save time. Now, of course, my PB's not good. Duh. But still. I was going to take a sip of coffee during that break, but I started talking. I'm going to do it now. This isn't my cup, by the way. Spark Mandrill. Really good song. Definitely one of the best. There is a sub-tank I could go for here, but I'm choosing not to get it. One thing I love about Mega Man X is that everything looks super evil, but everything is still just as creative as in Mega Man. So like in Mega Man, everything looks kind of like not evil and just kind of like dopey looking robots, essentially. But in Mega Man X, everything looks like it's got like the angry eyebrows and stuff, but like they also still look just as dopey when you really try to like sit back and analyze them. That boss did not go too well. Give me health, come on. Thanks. Appreciate that. For sure, I actually do. Just gonna run through these things, you know? Because why shoot at them, why dodge them when I can just run through? You know what I'm saying? I try to use the boomerang to get that heart, but I don't know how the boomerang works. I'm gonna be honest. I know I've played this game a lot, but I really just have no fucking clue how the boomerang works. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, you just can't explain it. It's like the tide, you know? The tide goes in, the tide goes out. No one can explain that. You can't explain that. Can you? I don't think so, because you can't explain it. Just tide goes in, tide goes out. The boomerang goes up, boomerang goes down. It just fucking happens, you know what I'm saying? It just fucking happens. Alright, so you got this guy. punch in the air, super excited. You can do a little trick here, where right as he's about to break free, you can shoot him again, and it will not freeze him, but deal damage. Pretty good. Pretty good, I would reckon. If I were given the opportunity to reckon and or opine on whether or not that was good or bad, I would probably not take that opportunity. But if I were to take that opportunity, so not only if in this hypothetical I were given the opportunity, but if I were also to take that given opportunity. So those are two very, you know, those things aren't going to happen. But if they were to happen, then, you know, it was alright. Could have been better. So this level's probably one of the most interesting. There's a Mega Man 1 bat there. Little Easter egg. They always drop an extra life. Pretty cool. I'm gonna get this sub-tank just because I'm bad. It's not that far out of the way. All I have to do is put up with this laggy dumb fuck. One thing I do like about this is that the sound channels can kind of get overtaken a lot when you shoot a lot of the weapons. Like, you can only hear like half the song at times. It's pretty funny. Overtaking the sound channels. I said something funny about that at some point. Someone laughed at it in the comment section. I wish I could remember that joke, because I'm sure it was a lot better than anything floating around in my head right now. If you're good, you don't need to rub against the wall there, but of course, given with the standard of the time, I got the boomerang that time. That was pretty cool. You gotta admit, that was fucking cool. Oh god, yeah, this is my favorite part. I'm isolating the guitar solo. I'm just doing some mixtapes right now, that's all. Get that for the sub-tank. Gotta be safe. Better safe than sorry. I'd like this to be a deathless run, because if this is a deathless run, then I can like put that in the title. You know, I can go like, Deathless Mega Man X. You know what I mean? And that's just cool. Get some clicks on that one. People will go like, oh my god, Deathless! I've never seen that before! Look at that. I love that guy's death face. It's so good. It's just mouth agape. I love when mouths are agape. I do. Dang, I lost 7 seconds there. Fake news. Alright, 8th Maverick. Launch Octopedo. Also known as a launcher Octopulo. Octopuled. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese, but with English letters. I just don't. I wish I did, though. It reminds me of, I wanted to learn Japanese when I was in middle school, and I was choosing my electives, and then they didn't have Japanese, and then I never learned it. But I always wonder if there was like an alternate universe where like the education system in America wasn't complete garbage. Like I could theoretically know Japanese right now. Because there was like a solid week where I was like, oh, I get to learn a new language? That's awesome. Now I've come to the realization that if I were to learn a new language, it should be Spanish, because that's just the best language to learn, given where I live. But then it's like, oh, I could have learned Spanish in school, but then I didn't, because it wasn't Japanese. And I didn't have an interest at the time. Oh well. Ain't that an interesting story? God, I love killing enemies when they're in the ground. Like, imagine like being in the ground, right? You're underground. Not to be confused with Tony Hawk's Underground for the Sony PlayStation 2, also released for other consoles, I think. Not to be confused with that, but you are underground, right? You got dirt all over you. Right? Not dirt as in like you're not underground because, you know, like the cops are chasing you kind of dirt, you know what I mean? But like you've got dirt all over you. If you use the boomerang on this guy, it can chop his fucking tentacles off, and then he can't do the whirlwind. Little fun fact for you. Makes him way easier to kill. Gotcha. But yeah, you're underground and then you get killed. I don't know if I finished that. I was just like saying words to kill time. Because the thing is, you know, I need to talk for like 40 minutes. So like, what am I gonna fucking say? Like, hello? Like, I'm not gonna say anything interesting. So I'm just gonna take some random topic and just fucking opine about it for like fucking 60 years. Anyway, we're getting to the Wily stages. And the Wily stages in this game are pretty cool, atmospherically. I really like the first one because it's like you're climbing into the fortress and it's just cool as hell. But I'm not a fan of the Wily bosses. They're just annoying as shit, in my opinion. But yeah, the music here is really cool. Everything about this area is just like really well done. I'm taking damage on purpose. You'll see why later. I love this because you can just like climb up the side of the mountain. That's one thing I do love about Mega Man X, is that it adds so much more versatility to the movement, and like the movement is so much more robust. And then, especially as the levels or like the games get more progressed and better, like they come up with such interesting environments. Especially in you know, Mega Man X6. It's just the best game in the series. So right there, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But I glitched the game. I know, you're probably upset. You're probably thinking, holy shit, I thought I was watching a walkthrough, not a cheat through. And I'm sorry, but it's just a cutscene. So it's like, you know, it's like skipping a cutscene. Like, you know when you're watching Netflix, right? And it auto plays the next episode, and then it's like, it got that little box that says like skip intro. Like, you don't want to watch you've already seen it. Like, you've already played the game. It's in Japanese anyway. You know what I mean? It's not like you can read it. Also, holy shit, Zero, are you okay? Holy shit. Hello? What the fuck? Did Zero just blow the fuck up? Holy shit. That's fucking horrifying. Jesus. God. Little fun fact, this guy doesn't have iframes, which is pretty interesting. Also, I don't need to split that. So I'm going to try to do a gamer glitch. See if I can do it. I got it. That's a gamer glitch. So it's supposed to send you back to the X-Buster, because if you don't get the part earlier in the game, Zero gives you his Buster, and then you get to show it off here. But if you, at the very frame beforehand, switch weapons, it's called the gamer glitch. It's a glitch for gamers. It goes to one of your other weapons, and then it does the demo with a different weapon. It's pretty cool. I like how it just plays the script. Charge, Buster, and do this. And then if you manage to switch the weapon, it makes it cool. I love games like glitches like that, where like it just plays out a logic, but you can throw a new random variable into it. Just makes things more interesting. Keeps you on your toes. If you weren't already on your toes, which you should have been because we're in the Wily stages. And by the Wily stages, I mean the Sigma stages. I keep getting them confused. I kept saying Mavericks instead of Robot Masters, so now I'm saying Wily instead of Sigma. This is a ridiculous amount of games I'm playing and the amount of time. I'm supposed to be taking year-long breaks in between these motherfuckers. Like, hello, I need to refresh my fucking vernacular. But I can't. I'm not given the time. It's just not allowed. No one will let me. I'm gonna try to farm up my sub-tanks here a little bit. Because I'm bad. One thing that's annoying about sub-tanks is you need to have a full health bar for it to actually be transferred to your sub-tank. Alright, I've got at least one now. Okay. Alright, this boss, I'm not a fan. Needless to say. I'm sure you could have probably guessed. Definitely not a fan of this boss. It's really annoying. Gosh darn it. I'm taking the damage because it's just slightly easier. I like the music here though, I must admit. Alright, let me use my sub. What button do I use? Okay, I use square for some strange reason. Alright. We got this? Damn it, fuck off. I'm missing my chance. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to use the regular shotgun ice now. Alright, I am now low on health. This is starting to get a little scary, if I'm gonna be honest. Alright, and I've won! See? Now, okay, I know, I was doing that on purpose. I was doing the whole damage thing. Not just for timing, I was trying to make that dramatic, you know? And I'm gonna, you know, like, I have to think of some way to keep you on your toes. Alright, you know, oh, I'm just taking damage to time it out. What dumbass would ever do that for real? You know, like, certainly not me. So, that was just all a ruse, just to make things more interesting. Now, I was just doing that because, okay, here's the thing. You've only got 100 characters when you do a YouTube title. And Deathless is just, that's too many characters, and I didn't want to feel compelled to throw that in the YouTube title. So I was like, you know what, let me just get a death in. Let me just sneak it in there, a quick one. You know, not too costly, just a quick one, just so I'm not, you know, actually doing a Deathless run. You know what I mean? I just, you know... It's like when I'm doing a Doom speedrun, and I don't want it to be a pacifist run, so I shoot an enemy for no reason, just like right before the exit, just for fun. See, here's my thing, is this is an experience you'll only get in the boss rush, because you have to do Chill Penguin first, because of the dash. Unless you do a dashless run, which I should do a rock block where I just do dashless for every game. That would be fun. Alright, I'm gonna charge this fucker up. That way these guys don't actually bully me. And then that guy gets rid of it, so I can switch back over to the chameleons thing. Which you have to use for not only navigating the level, just, you know, for simplicity, but then you have this boss, and then the actual, like, Sigma boss is weak to the same weapon, which is just kind of frustrating. I feel like that's on purpose, because they wouldn't accidentally do that, right? You want to try to position yourself so you're, like, to the right as much as you can without, like, you know, wasting that much time. Alright. Brangda Bangda. Let's go. My favorite boss. It's actually one of my least favorite bosses. This boss fucking sucks. One thing that's interesting to note is that, like with Mega Man 1, the boss rush is spread throughout the final stages. And that's actually really interesting to think about. So in Mega Man 1, when you do the refights, it's in the Wily stages, like, throughout, rather than in one, like, capsule room, like they do in the later games. This game has lots of like really low-key references like that, and it's really cool. Yeah. I can't come up with anything for that one. I shouldn't have destroyed the nose that soon. I wasn't really paying attention. I can't come up with any sort of like, aha! You know, that was just my bad. Sometimes you just gotta admit that you made a mistake. You know, it's just a part of being human. We all make mistakes. You've made mistakes, I'm sure. You know you've made mistakes. You know you fucked some shit up. Oh yeah, I don't need to tell you about that one time. Oh yeah. You're probably thinking, how the fuck does this bitch know? Trust me, word gets around. Dumbass. Anyway, this is Rangda Bangda. That's the upgraded X-Buster, by the way. That says that like little cool thing. It's pretty cool, in my opinion. One thing I do like about this boss is that there's spikes in the middle, and that's just a pretty cool thing. Yeah, I forgot I had like 3 charges of that left. Oof, definitely not good though. I can, with unusual amounts of confidence, guarantee you that that was not good. However, I will make it up to you, as what is about to happen is actually really good. In fact, I would even reckon it's not just really good, it's great. Just kidding. One thing there that I will say that's funny is that when the screen scrolls up, that turns into a fucking death pit. I just like, I can't for the life of me figure out why. Is that it? No? Damn. Well, now this is just embarrassing. Now I just look like a dumbass. Now I just look like a fucking moron. Yeah, that was like coming out of my left ear way more strong than it was coming out of my right ear, and that was freaking me the fuck out. Got him? Look at that guy. Whoa! Whoa! God, get fucked. Alright, gotta make sure I got my boomer angs out. Not to be confused with the last airbender. I should watch that again. Yeah, I have nothing else to say here. I'm out of material. Like I said before, I'm 4 minutes behind. I've only got 40 minutes of prepared material. The timer's at almost 39 minutes, you know what I mean? I've been talking a little fast today, so... Oh, I'm just such a fucking idiot. I really am. Like, God. I wish you could move during these explosions. There's a glitch in some of them, notably Mega Man X3, where if you take a hit during the explosion, or like during the last, like if you deal the finishing blow and then take a hit at the same time, it'll let you walk as like a little glitch thing, but that doesn't work in any of the other games. It's disappointing. I refilled my boomerang because it's the weakness to D-Rex, which is the boss after this guy. And then I also want to use it to cut this guy's tentacles off. Just because I'm a bully. Get fucked, bitch. Now look at him. God. I'm bullying the fuck out of this guy. Look at this idiot. This guy doesn't even have any arms. God. What a fucking loser. One thing that's interesting is you don't really need to worry about being to the right on any screen except for Storm Eagle, just because these have that little period of time where you have to wait for those things to break down. I'm going to use the invincibility up here, grab that, get chased, and get the hell out of there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I always forget about this guy because, like, honestly, I'm sorry. Ah! God, that's such a good noise. Now, if you're lucky, and by that I mean if you do this fast enough, the little scrolly thing will be on the right, which does save time. Because if it does scroll you all the way to the left, you will not get there before the thing blows up. You'll lose like maybe half a second or something. It's interesting to note. This guy can glitch out sometimes. Hope that happens. That was pretty close. Yo, I almost fucking died. I almost died, dude. That was horrifying. But I'm alive. And, yeah, I'm still alive. As Eddie Vedder once said, oh, I'm still alive. And with that in mind, I'm going to now kill the big bad guy. But first I'm going to farm up my sub-tanks, because, you know, I'm pretty bad at this game, as evident. I will say, this is as a farming area, this is much appreciated, this whole strategy thing. One thing is, if you're not holding left, and you, like, are right against the wall, and you mash the kick, you can do with, like, you know, multiple chained kicks. It's pretty cool. I don't know if that's a glitch or like just whatever. I don't necessarily find pleasure in labeling things that aren't really a glitch. A lot of people do. Because, you know, they go like, game glitches! Ah! You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that is a glitch or not. It's just cool though. Alright, so about 1.7, I'd reckon. God, that's cool as fuck though. Watch me not actually need all 3 sub-tanks. God, that is cool as hell, you have to admit. Like, that is just super cool. God. Almost there. Come on. Okay. We're almost there. Alright, so let's get ready. I'm gonna need some coffee for this one. Just kidding. Alright, so now I've killed the doggy, which I don't want to talk about. So, now, the person that made me do this will suffer. I'm not playing well. Alright, now I am playing well. Just kidding. There we go. Now I'm playing well. I like how that's just like a cool little feature of the spark weapon that you don't really think about, because there's no real context where that's useful except for there, but it's there and it's cool and it's just fun. And now, speaking of fun, that is no longer. Whoa. I gotta use a sub-tank! I'm scared! I ended up only needing one sub-tank. Goes to show you always underestimate how good you are. It's just, you know, my clinical chemical depression coming in. You know, it's like, oh, of course I need 3 sub-tanks. Like, I'm garbage. I'm literally a human cesspool of shit and failure. Of course I'm gonna need 3. It's a miracle I didn't go for 4. Like, holy shit. But I only needed 1, because in honesty, I'm not that bad. I'm pretty bad, but... I'm bad and like, you know, like, damn, she bad. You know, like, that's the kind of bad I am. I'm bad as fuck. I can't read that? I don't know what that says. I don't know. If anyone can translate that, please post that in the comments section. I should have played the English version. I really should have, but I don't know what that says. Are those commas? Do they have commas in Japan? Japan. I know they have comas, but I don't know about commas. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm turning this off. Tune in tomorrow for Mega Man X2.